Intelligent, insightful, smart. These are words other podcasts use to describe themselves, not us. This is Fairly Harmless, where missing the point is only the beginning. With musical accompaniment provided by the Boston Horns. East Coast Funk. Please enjoy Andrew and James.
Welcome to Fairly Harmless. My name's Andrew.
I'm James.
And I'm Sean. Wow.
As always, James,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Hey, Andrew, how about you go outside and I already used that one.
That's right.
Fuck,
That's
I didn't
right.
come up with a new
That's
one.
right. I had it waiting, man.
Yeah. I was going to ask, can I turn the monitor down a little bit in my head?
Yeah, how high is it? Too high?
It's a little too high.
Is
Yeah,
that,
that's
is that
better.
better?
Yeah.
That better?
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
You let me know about any sounds or
Otherwise,
anything.
I'll start trying to outcompete you and start shouting.
Okay, that'd be fine. I mean, remind me of how I grew up.
No fucking resentments, though.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking that we'd have resentment corner, but I'd be the only one who'd report about it. And then, now I've discovered maybe you've got some resentments, James.
Oh.
Jimmy Jam.
Oh, I do. I have
Yeah.
mainly against you.
Yeah, well.
You can generate some new ones.
I know. That's what I'm
Right.
about here.
Yeah.
So your name came up because you made a comment. I think it was like a month ago. We were all sitting around, and
And you're still stewing about it?
No, it was great. And I
That's
thought,
how he is.
so, folks, I don't know if you know. I mean, for those of you that know Sean, he often seems fairly quiet, but he comes out with
Aloof.
not aloof,
Okay.
reserved.
Reserved.
Aloof sounds like a dick.
Oh, right.
Reserved
A
sounds
nice aloof.
right. Reserved is a nice aloof.
It's
I
like
think.
a manager I had one time when I was managing a lot of people who told me, I know you're not a people person. I was like, oh thanks, boss. Wish you told me that a long time ago. Maybe I would have done a different career.
Well, it's like when Odessa told me the other day, we were sitting around with Camino and his girlfriend, and we were talking about, earlier in my life, the people that I dated and hung out with before that, and I said, well, Odessa, she was worse than you. And that wasn't taken so well.
It was not no. Imagine that.
She didn't,
You
she
could
didn't
have said
appreciate that compliment.
You could have said you're the best.
Right, I could have,
But
but I
that
don't
wouldn't have-
I don't think that way.
No.
I think in
Yeah.
the terms of what's the worst possible
It's a
outcome,
ranking. Yeah.
and then drop it down a foot.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're all sitting around having a discussion,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember exactly what it was. I think I could be wrong, but just based on the history of what our friend group talks about, someone was talking about the ability to masturbate with both the left and right hand,
The stranger.
and the
That's
right.
Depending on who you are, the stranger could be your left or your right.
Let me finish, and we can go back to what the stranger is. But-
I mean, I'm not saying a stranger. I'm saying the stranger.
Right. So Sean, who's normally quiet and
Yes.
reserved and would never stoop to. So the proper smart response would be to say, "Oh, you're ambidextrous," but he said, "Oh, you're an amphibian," which was
Right.
great.
I did?
You did.
You did say that.
It was
yeah.
the funniest fucking thing in the world to know the correct word to say and then say it slightly off.
Wow.
It was perfect, and
It
we realized in that moment you have potential.
You could be because
That's how I began the grooming process for me to
That's right.
to come upstairs.
There's quite a grooming. Oh, to come upstairs is
Yes.
quite a grooming process, my friend.
I just had an awesome idea though, before I forget. With all this equipment,
Yeah.
you guys should do a podcast.
Well, we were thinking
Wouldn't that
about
be
it.
cool?
It would be, but
You just
you know what the problem with doing a podcast is though? People have expectations.
right. Their expectations,
Oh.
James.
I mean, I know like sometimes people would put their dog on a treadmill just to get to blow off some energy.
Yeah.
I figured the people who know you to get you to come up here just to blow off some energy.
That's right. Well, with
have
the
so much to
stranger,
say.
usually that's how we
Yeah.
do
What
it.
a great idea.
Yes.
Wow, I
A
wonder.
podcast. That's a
do you
good idea.
think? All right, hear me out.
I mean, it's
All
a probably dumb idea.
I'm curious. Do you think maybe Odessa or some of our other friends perhaps suggested, possibly even subliminally, that we do a podcast so that we would shut up more in their presence?
Well, you know what Odessa has learned is that with the advent of the podcast, I don't shut up about it ever.
Yeah.
So it backfired.
Oh, I get looks from Odessa like, will you please shut the fuck up about this?
Right.
See, I have a fixed quota of words per day, and I say them, and then I'm out.
So you're like a word bank.
I can't talk anymore. Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just run out of words.
Before we lose track, the stranger.
Yeah.
I always understood the stranger was
You sit on your hand.
right. Okay.
It goes numb.
Right.
And then you take care of business as the master of your own domain.
Yeah.
Or if you're really into like pain,
Yeah.
there's all sorts of things you could do.
Sadism, masochism. That was a sort of throwback to the discussion we had about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
What is it? S&M? No, it's BDSM.
BDSM
Is
or
it
BSDM.
Right.
I think it's BDSM though.
It's BDSM.
Yeah, 'cause
said,
the
is it
other way
not?
around is BSDM, and
Right.
Is that something else?
That could be our thing.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, exactly. No. BDSM. Think we're sickos with that.
He thinks we ought to do a podcast. Well, we
Yeah,
might have to look into that.
I don't know if that would. You know what would probably happen? Is probably get no traction, and nobody would fucking listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a great lead into it's something I'd like to call housekeeping.
Let's do a little housekeeping, shall we?
Okay.
To all of the imaginary people who may be listening to this, if you're fucking listening, motherfucking subscribe. If you don't know how, ask a younger person or somebody who knows how to operate technology how to fucking subscribe
And like, right?
And like,
And
yeah,
like.
and like, subscribe and like.
And tick the little bell, maybe. or
Tick the
something.
bell. Yep.
Okay.
Well, Sean, since you are a nerdish person like
Yeah.
me, right?
I've worked
So-
looks like
I
it.
worked at software companies most of my life.
yeah, so you would probably know how to manipulate the algorithm the best.
Yeah, maybe.
God, you could be
You could be our guy. You could be our
Unpaid.
guy on the inside.
definitely
Yeah,
unpaid,
I'd be your SEO guy.
Yeah.
whatever
or-
that is.
Yeah. My problem with big software projects is never finishing them.
Okay, that's all right. That's
So,
90%
If you
of
can come
software.
up with something where something I do in the first 10% is valuable, then you're in good shape. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Yeah. So.
It
That's all
sounds
right.
like you've already been working for Max Bubbles Industries.
Yeah, Max Bubbles Industries.
We start lots of things, we finish
Oh, is
nothing.
that your corporate parent?
That's all right.
Well,
That's, much like Google has Alphabet, ours is Max Bubbles.
Oh, okay.
So
Max,
Max
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Is that the guy on the bubble bath bottle with the really?
How it used to be my stripper name when I
Okay.
stripped.
you stop doing that?
Well,
Do you just do it in front of the mirror now?
I got
Oh, I've lost my ability to strip.
too many screams, and it just wasn't. I wasn't feeling it,
Well,
and it wasn't the stranger.
I see. Well, what would be interesting is if you could turn that into a lemonade career.
Lemonade. Does he know about lemonade?
No,
Have you
I've
looked
not- I
into
haven't heard
lemonade?
that.
Oh, it's
Oh,
the new
Jesus
social media
Christ.
for.
This is the worst.
It's the new TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And
Lemonade?
you find a
That's
lot of
terrible name.
interesting characters on there.
Okay. Good to know.
It's up and coming, and I want to let you know, Fairly Harmless is all over it. We don't post on there, but we do watch
Oh.
for trends.
I see.
So
Should we post on there?
maybe we should. Maybe that's a way we could get some more traction. I'll start looking into things we could post
Check
on
that
there.
out.
We're super dumb,
I'm
but we may
super dumb
be.
about social media for sure.
Have you seen the new Dune 2?
Yes. I
Okay.
thought it was really good.
Okay,
No.
that's on our docket to
It
maybe
was
see
not as
soon.
mind blowing as number one, but still, it was really good.
Had
Okay.
you read the books?
Yes. A couple
Yes.
times.
This
Yeah.
man is an aficionado of books. I like the pictures.
Like the pictures,
I like the pictures of the Dune.
right?
The Dune book. The Berenstein Bears see Dune.
So you
Awesome.
thought number one was better. All right. Well,
So
wait. Were you one of the nerd kids who memorized pi?
3.141592653.
yes, that would be the
Only
answer.
that far.
The answer was
only past 3.14.
only
where I go.
to 12 digits. Well,
I was not a real aficionado. I don't
No.
know, 200 digits or whatever.
Well,
What the hell were we talking about?
Why are you changing the subject?
it's terrible. But every time I hear that, I hear Perv Guy from
from Family Guy.
The Simpsons. Oh, is it Family
it's
Guy?
Family
That's
Guy.
right,
Yeah,
Family Guy.
you're relating our previous guest to.
Hey James, take your pants off.
Yeah, that's Herbert.
Is his name Herbert?
Herbert.
Is there anything that's not crap?
Now that's funny.
Yeah.
What are some of the nerd activities that you engage in outside of?
When I was a kid, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Oh.
never knew. He and I play a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legos. Yeah.
Were you a
Bottle
big
rockets.
Lego man? Like, I've got a friend that loves to, do the Legos as an adult.
Oh yeah. Once in a while, my kids will get me a Lego set for like Christmas. So,
Nice.
yeah, I got like a Millennium Falcon in the office, and
Oh, cool.
it's pretty cool.
It's expensive as hell,
They're
right?
expensive as hell. Yes, especially if you do it the way that these young whippersnappers do, which is they build the kit and then never change it. They never take it apart.
Right.
They don't use the sea of parts to go build something else.
Right. They
Right.
put it together and then they say, all right, now get me out the super glue and
Yeah.
call it a day.
So that's just not the same.
No, that seems to be counterintuitive to how Legos are supposed to work.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. You're
supposed
supposed to
to-
go make stuff up.
Yeah, you're supposed to use your imagination, but fuck that. I don't need that. I got the movies.
Yeah. It usually devolves into some sort of demolition derby or.
As a child, I had a big tub.
You would,
Bathtub.
and you got
Bathtub, that's what I'm looking for. Have you heard of this?
Oh, that's what that's for.
I put Legos in
Thought it
there.
was a
Oh, you put
cooler.
Legos in there. I was wondering. I
Yeah,
thought I don't want to hear where
Then
you're
taking
going with
somebody's
this.
kidneys out, but other than that,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so I would build projects. I'd start with the Lego set, build it as you're supposed to, and then tear it apart, and
Yeah.
then build space shuttles and stuff.
Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And then try to build the original kit, and you're missing one part. It's very
Right,
frustrating.
right. You're just like, man, fuck this.
yes, exactly.
Standard manufacturers, when they build planes and such, there's always parts left over.
Yeah, or
That's gonna
doors.
happen.
Doors
Doors,
you don't want
yes.
to put on, bolts.
Doors,
Those
bolts.
last two bolts, I don't feel like.
Yeah,
putting those
fuck
on.
I'm so tired. I just want to go
So-
It's
home.
gonna get
tired.
painted over. Nobody will notice.
Nobody will
That's right.
notice. This door's not gonna fall off.
That's right.
That was awesome.
I've
Well, I
kinda-
bet it wasn't awesome for them.
Yes.
You
Well,
know what?
especially because it
Everybody
wasn't.
lived.
They all lived.
Yep. So,
But
it
it's
was a
not like it was
success.
it's not like it was a closed door that blew off. It was just a section of wall because it was hidden behind the wall. So
Right.
you're just flying along, it's like boom, there's the whole
Right.
side of the plane.
Hey, there's a door there now.
It looks like a door. What the
Right.
hell just
And
happened?
they got an exciting story to tell, and they may get some money from
Yeah.
the manufacturer or
Down
the,
a dollar. They're going to collect their lawsuit dollar that they always get. You've been in a class action lawsuit. You'll get $3.50.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got
Um,
one for IKEA just the other day.
Oh, really?
It was like
how did
$5.
IKEA fuck you over?
Something in their like frequent flyer number weren't given. I don't know what happened.
You fly with IKEA? I didn't
Yeah.
even know they flew.
Yeah, I thought IKEA did
They
furniture.
make flat pack airplanes. Yeah.
Oh, they just take them
Screw
out of the
together.
box and put the wrenches to them.
Yeah, exactly. Little Allen wrenches.
Yeah,
So IKEA is building Boeing.
somebody better because they're not.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I have a subject.
Oh, good.
Oh, I like
it could be funny. It could be garbage. We'll see.
Probably both.
So we talked, I don't know how long ago it was, but we talked about Trivial Pursuit and how much I love Trivial Pursuit.
That was a nerdy thing. I did enjoy that. Back
Oh.
in the day.
Were you a fan
I
of
haven't
all
played it
the?
for 30 years.
Were you a fan of all the different flavors? Like-
No, I didn't. I just liked the
Flavor.
Just pure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go to the internet here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I suppose I could take a whack at those. I'm less knowledgeable. It depends.
Uh-huh.
I used to know a lot of Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, that was a
Well,
nerdy thing I did a long time ago. High school, I was on like the Quiz Bowl kind of team.
All sports, yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
get
they got
that.
like the all sports
Oh,
master
Baby Boomer.
baby boomer
Yeah,
edition.
maybe.
Ooh, that'd be right up your alley.
Silver screen.
What?
I beat some motherfucking ass on some silver screen edition.
Oh man, maybe this is what we do. This is
I
what we
fucking-
do. We
That's what I said
we
with
buy a
Brendan.
couple of
Have you heard
fucking
the one with-
boxes and we bring them on FH.
Yeah, when Brendan was here, we'd take on all comers, and this nut job thought we were talking about sex.
wow.
He'd
Well,
never
I
heard
didn't know
that
what
phrase.
they were talking about. I knew it was something dirty though.
Wow.
So
That's a weird jump.
All right, well, we'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
We can find some other people who can do Trivial Pursuit well.
Maybe
We got three.
maybe Odessa's good at it.
She might be.
She's slated to come on the podcast.
Are we gonna talk
She hasn't
about-
been on the podcast yet?
No,
No.
she's vaporware on the podcast. She isn't.
So your
Vaporware?
listeners don't know
Yeah.
she's actually real.
It's true.
He makes a good point. After listening to you, I'm sure many people think, I can't believe he even has
It's
known the
very-
touch of a woman.
knows that at all.
He's like,
I'll bet he's close friends with the stranger.
what was the subject?
So this brings me in a non-circuitous route to, I was thinking maybe we could have Mandela Pursuit.
Oh, is there enough subjects for Mandela Pursuit?
Absolutely. From my perspective, it's whatever the fuck you can make. From your perspective, it's whatever crazy shit you may believe. We'd have to work
Mandela
on it.
effect or Thomas or Nelson Mandela.
It is the Nelson
Both.
Mandela effect. They're one and the same.
I see.
Yes, the Mandela effect is the fact that you two, well, I don't know about you, Sean, but this yutz doesn't believe in the fact that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 80s
Oh,
for some reason.
I thought he did die in that prison.
Oh,
See?
no,
See,
Jesus.
Sean's
No,
on
no.
board.
Don't, just because he says that doesn't mean he's just got a bad memory or
Yeah,
something's wrong with
my
him.
memory's not good.
Yeah, that's what it
uh-huh.
is. The memory's not good. We found the fucking solution. Thanks for the corroboration. All right, what do you got over there, Chief?
This is I did listen to a couple of your recordings of your,
Of our Sans podcast?
treadmill, right? And
Yes.
usually you say something and I'm yelling at the radio, like, no, it's not a bantha, it's a tauntaun, right? Like, but so far you haven't said anything like that. So,
Oh, well,
like,
we haven't gone in.
the
we haven't gone-
tauntaun comment
you're
really got you
up-leveling.
too?
well, yeah, but not banthas. Man.
Oh, wasn't it Bantha?
Banthas
No,
on
it was a
Tatooine.
tauntaun, you moron.
Oh, well, you didn't fucking know either, Captain Bubbles. You fucking asshole. You just went along with it. And fucking Brendan over there,
Yeah,
he should have known too. So
Right. Well,
maybe you guys are gonna all come, or you're gonna be all fucking all over the place when you fucking do that.
his specialty is Bond,
You're
not,
right,
not
right,
Star
not
Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his deal is James Bond. What would you say your specialty is, Sean? What's your
In terms of like pop culture and stuff?
pop culture movies, TV shows?
Family Guy,
Oh yeah.
Archer,
Okay.
science fiction, books.
Good.
That's about it. Yeah.
It wasn't until we started doing this podcast
Episode.
that no, the podcast.
Yes, the five.
Don't get me fucking started on correcting you. I'll never stop.
That's right. Well, you didn't correct your sister last week.
No. Well,
You let her finish.
Nobody ever lets you finish, though.
that's true. That's true, motherfucker.
I just look on this Trivial Pursuit. thing.
Sure.
They've got good times as a category. You think that's the show? I think that's a very specific topic.
That would be very
It's gotta
specific.
be, yeah.
That'd be funny.
Master Young Players Edition.
Good times.
I can't imagine.
Oh, how
what
about
else.
this one? This would have been great for you and your family. Your mother should know.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus, that's a huge area.
That your mother's. Oh wow.
Yeah, my mother, the Holocaust survivor.
She was a Holocaust survivor. She wasn't a victim because
I
they took
assume
that
you've-
beautiful picture of her and hung
you-
around your wall.
I don't know. Other people who listen closely may not like this, but so I've got a picture of my mother on the wall of my apartment, and this guy and the other jackass, Schwa,
That's all I've got to say about that.
were over visiting, and I think Schwa said, "I want to commend you for having a picture of a Holocaust survivor on your wall." And I said, "That's my mother, dickhead."
I didn't know she was in the Holocaust.
She wasn't.
I get it. Okay. that makes more sense.
So yeah, Mandela Pursuit.
Mandela Pursuit.
Mandela Pursuit.
I think we could do it.
Just a Trivial Pursuit about like some kind of pseudo history would be answers. The answers are like made up but sound correct. That'd
That's
be awesome.
right.
Yes.
It could be like alternate history of a timeline that no one's ever been to.
Yes.
Alternate Pursuit. Alternate history.
Alternate history.
AHP.
Incorrect Trivial Pursuit.
Incorrect Trivial Pursuit.
Yes.
Everybody gets them wrong.
That'd be awesome. One product idea in the can.
That's what we're about here, Sean, is product ideas
Oh,
in
this
the
is
can.
really a startup incubator. Then.
It is. We're an incubator. We just need an angel or investor or 6.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the next step down from an angel?
Devil?
I don't think it's actually archangels. It sounded like
Archangel
Arc would be
investor?
over angel, but I think archangels are actually
the
junior
the
angels.
homophins and the simophins.
Yeah. Oh, seraphims and cherubims.
I was going to
Yes,
say
yeah,
the words
those.
you're using aren't words.
Right,
They're
right.
almost words.
But they're close. They're
Yeah,
close.
yeah, yeah.
The homophones and the
That's your homophone right here, buddy.
play your homophone later.
That's a nasty instrument. I don't like
The homophone. Can I talk about my homophone?
Sure. I almost know what that means.
I don't know if it's a thing.
I do like obscure instruments, so that's a good nerdy.
Ah,
topic.
like you would love the
Yes.
vibra slap that we were talking about.
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
night.
Fiber slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to get one of those.
Or
Yeah.
Glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel or
Here's another idea. This is our education division, Fairly Harmless University.
Uh-huh.
uh-huh.
What are they going to teach at Fairly Harmless University?
I don't know. You and I will come up with the curriculum. It'll all be online, of course.
And it's great initials, FU,
Right? FU, FH,
FHU.
FHU.
But the H is
FU.
FU.
Right,
Fairly
the
Harmless
H is small.
Few.
The small H.
Lowercase, yeah.
You get
FU.
out of fool.
It's FU for fuck you, you fucking moron. Why don't you pick up what smart guy's saying?
I can't.
Yeah, I didn't even pick up on the FU angle there, but yeah. 'Cause
You know, it'd be
Yes.
good if we had accreditation and then they took it away.
formerly accredited.
Formerly accredited
If you
university.
can pronounce accredited, then you're accredited.
maybe we could be like a school for the blind and the deaf. I'll tell you what, I'll put your eyes out and you cut my tongue out and it'll work. Oh, wait,
Maybe
we can't do
why
that.
can't we be the school for the crazy and the deaf?
Huh?
Exactly.
That's a great idea. We need to come up with better sounding name words than crazy and deef.
Yeah.
Deef is
Yeah.
not bad. Crazy.
Confused and
Hysteric.
yeah.
You're definitely fucking hysterical at times.
I was telling somebody, I was telling my new trainer the other day that sorry.
Oh, that
It's
explains
just
it. That's,
one of the funniest things.
that's stupid
I know
trainer.
it's, looking at you, I think,
I was thinking you ought to fire your trainer, man.
right. I don't think of trainer. I also don't think like, astronaut in training. Or,
Oh yeah. I was in the
pilot.
centrifuge the other day.
or centrifuge technician or cryogenics, user or
Oh yeah, I was big into cryogenics in my
paint
earlier
huffer.
life.
Paint huffer comes to mind.
Did a lot of cryogenics.
Pastry, pastry inspector.
Oh, I'm a pastry inspector.
I know you
Not many passes by.
Sorry, your trainer. You and your trainer were doing something. What were you changing tires? I think it's the funniest I ever got James to laugh.
Yeah, you get
Funnier than when I was describing how he met his wife when he said when I said
Defibrillator, man.
that's what we need. We need a fairly harmless defibrillator for sure.
Work.
Of course.
Oh shit! Their panels aren't connected. To anything.
Right.
Well, that guy's gonna fucking die.
just a little flag that pops up.
What were we talking about?
You and the trainer were
Oh yes,
changing tires.
we were changing tires outside the gym, and I don't go in the gym.
No, right.
It's dangerous in there.
Right.
But
No mirrors.
no mirrors, no mirrors. It's like a good bar, no mirrors.
Why were you talking about the trainer again?
I don't know.
Oh,
Do you think you could get to the point?
Is her name Gandhi?
Gandhi too.
Gandhi 2, Electric Boogaloo.
why does that comes to my head every time? Dune 2. I was like, Electric Boogaloo.
Dude, 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It's so dumb. Winnie the Pooh copyright has expired, by the way. So you can remix Winnie the Pooh and use it as your logo and do whatever you want.
No shit.
Yes.
We
That's
could
why
do that this week.
Yes.
I've got some honey for you.
That's why.
Okay,
That's why
stranger.
that horror movie,
Right.
Pooh,
Oh.
Blood and Honey, came out
Ah.
because it's like fair game now.
Wow.
So it ties back to horror.
Wow. So like Tigger too?
Yeah.
Tigger 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Tigger 2.
Tigger 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Woohoo!
What was the name of the boy?
Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin, yeah.
Christopher.
Better than Anthony Robbins.
What's wrong
Or
with
Tony Robbins.
Tony
Yeah.
Robbins?
Yeah.
Isn't he a self-help?
Yeah, that would have been
No.
great to see him with Winnie the Pooh.
Would have fat shamed him.
He would have fat shamed him for his consumption of honey.
Come on, fat ass.
His A1C numbers are off the charts.
Off the charts. He has diabetes. Winnie the Pooh with diabetes.
Oh, I did have...
Can't get his pants
where
on.
is it?
I resemble that remark.
I do too, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better every day and in every way. I'm getting better. And
Every day you're shuffling.
No, that's different. Every day and in every way, and I'm getting better and better.
Okay, Beatles.
No, that's well, it's kind of Beatles, but it's more
Beatlesque.
Inspector Clouseau,
Oh, okay.
but not the shitty one from 10 or 15 years ago. The good one from 40 years ago.
I see. There was a show on MTV where there was one skit one time when it was called The State, and very obscure show. It had like 10 episodes.
Uh-huh.
And there was one skit where there was like they were serving Muppet.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, he would go over. He's like, "What is this strange meat?" He's like, "Oh, it's Muppet." And like, he's like, "Well, how do you hunt Muppet?" He's like, goes over to his window. He's like, "I wish I could count to 3." And this Muppet comes over and he grabs it and strangles the shit out of it.
Oh, we have to watch. I almost feel like I've seen that. We need to watch that.
Yes,
Good.
You must have sent that to
I think I've sent that to you. That's one of my favorite
We need to
skits
watch
of
that
all
again.
humor of all time.
Oh,
It sounds like what the kids in the hall or something.
Yeah, it
there.
was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Kids in the Hall,
Love
but not
Scare.
nearly as recognizable.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Very brief run, but very funny.
I wish I could count how many pies I have. I can help with that.
Well, you would have to admit that another would probably be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Can't even say the word.
Next on Mispronunciation Theater, James.
James Spoonerisms.
Spoonerism.
Is that what you call them fangs?
I'm actually not sure. Spoonerism is a thing, but I can never quite remember what it is.
What is it? What is a spoonerism? All right, I'll check it out.
You have to Google it.
There's actually a word that describes my insanity
Yeah.
and my inability to talk right. Maybe it comes from brain damage.
Is it brain damage, or we need? This will be important when we have your father's coming on the
He is. My
program.
father
Oh, wow.
is. He's slated to come on in an upcoming episode.
I have a lot of questions for him.
I think a lot of people do. The more people that listen to this podcast have those questions.
How many times was James dropped, and how many times on his head?
More than 10.
I can tell you that I was dropped at least once onto a hibachi.
Oh,
Yeah.
how you mean like in a Japanese restaurant kind of?
Actually, no. It was
Or
was
like
at
a
a
home-
it was a
like
home
little brazier?
Right,
Oh.
right.
I can imagine stumbling onto one, but not being dropped.
So we have 14 subscribers now. So the rest of you who are not fucking subscribed, fucking subscribe.
Remember to like and subscribe. Hit that bell.
You sons of bitches.
That'll get them.
I mean, that's right on brand for us, right? Is cursing and denigrating. Ooh, that's a big word. That probably makes your brain.
I know that word though.
You heard it enough.
Yeah, that was correct.
Yep.
Uh,
Sean could be like our automatic spell check.
Yeah.
But good.
I can spell check. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, it could be like
You
fucking
don't-
autocorrect, but be correct. Autocorrect might as well be called auto fucking miss
Yes.
because it's fucking terrible.
It rounds off to the wrong answer.
Yes. You're typing in exactly what you want. You go to hit it, and then it immediately changes to something. And you fuck.
Yes, I have to agree with that. I do have a comment about that, a note about that. Yeah, here it is. I don't know why this came up, but I have it's all in uppercase. It says, Andrew, remember to love your friends.
Oh.
And then in lowercase, even James.
Oh.
And then below that, there's a note that
Do you
says,
think you could get to the point?
I'm gonna fucking get to the point with you, you son of a bitch. Below that, there's a comment. Why did motherfucking autocorrect anticipate that I would say face instead of friends? Remember to love your face. As though I've got some sort of fucking complex about my face. So again, here's where our service comes in.
Yeah.
Who programmed autocorrect and go and
Beat the shit out.
bitch slap that
They're
son of a
definitely,
bitch?
you know.
Whoever made Siri, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are they so annoying? Like,
God, they're
Aren't
so
they?
wrong too.
they're kind of smarmy and kind of like.
Now, Google, on the other hand, I've found that when I'm typing a Google email in Google,
Yep.
it's usually pretty accurate about what I'm going to say next.
Really?
However, Siri is pretty fucking inaccurate about what I'm going to say next. Or whatever the Apple knowledge thing. I'm assuming it's Siri. I don't think they have anything automated other than that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fucking, you suck, Siri. Just yelling at my watch. File that away for future reference, you piece of shit.
That was great. James yelling at his watch.
Yeah, the other day I told Alexa to do a timer, and she did the timer, but first she had to say, "Good evening, Sean," and I was instantly enraged. Just wanted to like throw it across her.
You piece of shit, don't wish me a happy birthday.
Get into settings and quit fucking inviting me to play racquetball, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
Let's wrap her up.
I'm gonna go regenerate.
This has been Andrew.
I'm James.
And I'm Sean.
Thank you for joining us here on Fairly Harmless. Merry,
Bye.
happy fucking spring.
Once again, this has been Fairly Harmless. Missing the point on... Wait, what's the point? Fairly Harmless is available on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, YouTube, and Pocket Casts. Our musical accompaniment provided by the Boston Horns, East Coast Funk. Their music is available for streaming and purchase on most media platforms. For Fairly Harmless, this has been your announcer, Fast Eddie. See you soon.
But never gonna give you up. I'm gonna sing some songs.
Awesome.